Okay, this is a continuation of the grocery, uh, um, groceries decision. If you hear me coughing, I have COPD, so sometimes I can't control coughs, and also I have a drink. But also, um, in addition to stockpiling, another good thing is to have lots of something you can use in recipes. For example, a lot of recipes call for tomatoes, or you can add them without hurting and possibly even making the recipe more flavorful. At least here in the South, we use a lot of tomatoes. So I buy a lot of the fresh ones, and I also buy some of the canned ones. They're great for things like chili beans, which is great in winter, or if you make it in the crock pot while you're gone all day, great for the summer too. And you can make macaroni and tomatoes. There's quite a few different recipes, and I also try and eat healthy because I have issues like PCOS. But there's ways to do that. And no, I don't eat perfectly healthy because that's too expensive. But tomatoes are relatively good for you, and they're relatively cheap. And onions and things like that are relatively cheap. I usually don't do a lot of batch cooking because of my back and stuff. A lot of times stuff that you can make in the oven as well, like you can bake a lot of sausage patties at once. Sometimes I do that, and I have a breakfast for 4 or 5 days in a row because I make 8 of them at a time, or sometimes more. And so sometimes it's even longer than that. And you can also freeze the cooked sausages and microwave them or bake them when you decide that you want sausages again. And you can add a side of vegetables or something, or if you want to decide, well, it's my birthday or it's a holiday or whatever, you can have, or if you just want it and you ain't had it in a long time, you can add gravy and biscuits and stuff like that. And I will say that there are people that scratch cook and make cornbread and stuff. I don't, because it's hard on my back, all that standing and stuff. I can do it, I have done it, but there's a lot of different cornbread mixes, and I really like Mexican mixes. Now I do add my own spices, and it seems like some of them call for water instead of milk. I always add milk, even if it calls for water. I find that it turns out a lot better for me, at least where I live. They're not very expensive. One place it's 44 cents for the Jiffy, and it's 38 cents for the off-brand. And at another store, it's similar. It's like 50 cents and 44 cents. It may have went up since then. I have so many that I need to use them, so I have not bought in a while, and that's another good thing. While the market's deciding what it needs to do with the inflation and all that, I'm already ready. But if you can, get ready. And like I've said in the past video, you don't have to buy 20 at once if you decide that you need 20. You can buy, if you use 1 a month, buy 2 or even 3 a month. You don't have to go hog wild. And personally, when I've stockpiled, and I know this was more for last video, but we'll go over it here too, because it does kind of fit into the ingredients one, to have a lot of things that are very versatile. I do not get a lot of something when there's not a lot on the shelf, or they're saying on the news that there's either a local or a global shortage. I personally do not. And I think a lot of times that's what people have in mind when they hear stockpiling. They think, well, you raided at the grocery store and you bought 20 cans of tomatoes at once. No. And in fact, I don't have 20 cans anymore. I did at one point. I probably need to stock up again. But that's another thing. Use part of the stockpile and you replenish. And I know it can be hard, especially if you work a lot of jobs or a lot of hours. She doesn't live with me, but someone in my life right now, that's a family member. She works, she's doing clinicals at times, college classes. It's a lot. She has two beautiful daughters that she's trying to raise. So, it's also a good idea to have something easy to cook. And if it can save you from eating out at restaurants or whatever, it's a good idea. And, if you can afford to eat out and you want to every once in a while, that's good too. Especially if it won't hurt your health. I have so many health problems, it would probably hurt my health. And I do tend to ramble, but hopefully y'all can give me tips, especially some of y'all that do YouTube videos yourself, and I can learn more. And again, I'm trying to leave them within the 5 to 10 minute range, and I think I've said everything I need to say, and I think I will get better at these. This is the first batch, and I will continue to make more, and I hope y'all enjoy my work. Like, subscribe, comment, do all the YouTubey things as they say. Bye-bye.